Well, it's time for another video. This is for September 24th, 2016, and the title is Something Terribly Wrong with the World. I received this from a new friend. Quote, "My name is Brent. First off, God bless you. I stumbled across your channel and love the topics you discuss. We are both on the exact same wavelength with things. I am 36, and ever since I was a child, I felt like there was something terribly wrong with the world I was living in." There was no period there. What I was told and taught never fully made sense to me. I questioned everything, and many people don't like that. I just knew there was more to life and knew our potential was far greater than we were led to believe. For the last 10 years or so, I find my eyes being open to all sorts of truths. It does indeed seem like the rule of thumb is that any given thing can be reversed in order to learn the truth. Everything is backwards. That was the title of one of your videos, I believe. I hardly sleep because things are on my mind all the time. Will things ever get better? I cling to the promises I read in the Bible about our tears being wiped and our joy being complete. I just want us all to be happy. Not just myself, but all of creation. I cry almost every time I watch the news. My heart aches when I see others in pain. I've always been told I'm weak and to toughen up and not be a pansy. Words can hurt, I know that all too well. I believe it is better to be an emotional person and be able to be compassionate than be dead inside. Technology can be a good thing, but most of us are slaves to it. I hate that too. It stresses me out. I mean, I probably wouldn't have met you without it, but you know what I mean. End quote. That's not the end of the letter, but that's all I'm going to read at this point. I appreciated getting that, and I sat here and I debated whether I should share it right now before I go pick up my granddaughter to take her to school, or if I should wait till later, and I decided to go for it right now, even though it's not as early in the morning as I've done some of my videos, but it's still early for me. One of my acquaintances recently told me that in the past week, this week, two of their friends have said they wanted to commit suicide. And these are young people, two generations removed from me, in their 30s. And this is how they feel about the world. I want to get out. I want to get off the planet. I'm happy on the one hand that people are finally recognizing that something is terribly wrong. That the evil, most vile, most despicable human beings are the ones that have risen to power and want to exercise that power over everybody else, even against the law, the natural law, putting people in prison that have never even done anything wrong except maybe smoked a joint, or certainly they've not harmed anybody. The United States has the largest prison population in the world. Of course, some places they might just kill offenders, and they do that here too, but in most cases they incarcerate them and It's a way that they can keep slavery going, because these people are made to work for, ridiculous. Basically, they work for the roof over their head. They're slaves. They have no rights. And the rights that were given by the Creator have been overrun and overruled, so that these demons with human bodies can run roughshod over the rest of humanity, over all of humanity. It's a very sad state of affairs. And he's absolutely right that sensitive people that see these things, it breaks our hearts. It brings tears to our eyes. Oftentimes, we can't sleep because of the enormity of the problems that we see that don't seem to have solutions that are tangible in the world that we live in. I'd like nothing better than to see whatever it takes to shift the reality of human experience into something that's positive, having the tears wiped away and our joy being made complete, as he said. That's a quote from the Bible, one that I've memorized a long time ago. And we need that, folks. You need it. I need it. We all need it. But the people that have been so entrenched in the brainwashing system, still many of them can't see. Thank God many are seeing. No one has to look any farther than to watch the David Icke videos and to see the amount of people that come to hear his lectures. And when he first started, sometimes there weren't more than a handful of people in the room. He's told that story himself. And I know that that's the reality, because people don't want to believe that what we've been taught our entire lives is wrong. We don't want to believe that. We don't want to believe that all of our religions have been manipulated and all of our education has been geared to making us willing slaves that don't question anything. It's not proper in many circles to ask questions. You're not allowed to delve into the meaning of things. And if you're a religious organization, you'll have your 501c3 taken away from you, supposedly, unless you're black churches seem to be able to talk about political things. But I've talked to enough ministers in my life to know that no, we can't go there. And this is what's wrong with the world. We're not allowed to face the truth. The elite, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they're allowed to have their secrets behind closed doors, but we're not allowed to talk about them having their secrets. Well, I talk about things that we need to face up to. We need to own up to these things. Like this young man, Brent, he is trying to come to grips with hard realities that we all see in our lives. But do we really want to make a change? Do we really want to fix the problem? Are we willing to play our role and take our part in the whole thing of turning things around? Are we willing to allow ourselves to face the ridicule and face sometimes a lot more than just ridicule? Because even the police have been brainwashed, though they are slaves too. They don't even know. They don't think. That's why they try to get people in police forces that generally have low IQs. The world is backwards. Everything is inside out and upside down, and something is terribly wrong with the world. Brent was absolutely right, and so are all of us who see the dilemma that we face together. May God turn things around and help us. Thank you for listening, and namaste.